All right. Hello, everybody. Today I'm going to make a video in which I watched the Digimon Adventure 2020, the reboot of the anime that I watched as a kid. When I was a kid, I would watch Digimon religiously almost every single time a new episode would come out. I would be watching that. I watched the first three seasons in my youth before kind of leaving it and then coming back with the trading card game. This reboot came out in 2020 in Japan, and to be perfectly honest, I saw some of it in Japanese, but what we have now is the release of the dubbed version of the anime. So we're gonna watch this now with the English voices added. I haven't really had a chance to watch much of it in English, but since I have seen some of it in Japanese, I am familiar with some of the things that will happen. Um, but it is definitely a different experience watching it with the English sound than it is to watch it and having to read, right? So I'm sure there are many things that I missed, probably visually, that I had to read for, right? So this video is pretty much just going to say, okay, let's watch it in English and see how good it is, how is it, right? Obviously, I cannot show the whole thing. You're gonna have to go and watch it on Hulu. That is where it's at. There, it's where it's being housed, and you can watch it there in English. I'm gonna try to show some clips of it as much as I can. Obviously, I'm gonna have um, this here to kind of keep it from being flagged down. I'm not gonna show the whole episode. That's just not how I roll. I'm gonna try to transform this and make this a video in which we kind of explore this together, and hopefully you've already watched it and come back and see some, and maybe you'll agree with me, maybe you'll disagree with me about some of the things that we'll see. Right. So without further ado, let's get on with it. Episode one. Um, Here we go. I'm pretty excited. I hope the voices are not too
Year
weird.
2020 CE. The human world is connected by a network. That network is inhabited by an unknown life form
I don't know whose voice this
called
is.
Digimon.
So I am gonna have to pause every so often because I feel like it is going to pick up some of the audio and tell me and give me like a slam from YouTube, right? Like you're showing and listening to some stuff that you shouldn't be. So I'm gonna pause it every so often just for that reason, right? And maybe bring in a comment. I don't know whose voice that was at the beginning. I know we have new some English actors for the guys, all the characters in this. I'm not too familiar with them. I haven't heard them yet. Let's hope that the voices are pretty good. And right away, I hear the music from the Japanese version, right? Oh, wow. Okay, so the song is beat per beat the same thing, same start. I can't play the whole thing. We're gonna go ahead and skip around it. I think we're gonna do like a hard cut, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But the song is the same song. It's the same song, but it's been translated. I don't think it sounds as good in English just from that first line. We hear it again.
Oh yeah, breathing deep, trying to take the leap, believe you can fly. Become the wind, soar beyond the unknown.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it, and that's probably the best I can say. I don't hate it. I think if I was younger, I'd enjoy it more. Maybe as an adult, I'm just like, oh, sure, yeah. Maybe about the lyrics, right? But it's fine. It's fine. It's not. It doesn't bother me. It's fine. We'll skip ahead through the song. Okay, we'll skip ahead through the song. But it's just the same as Japanese, translated, and I'm sure the artist is obviously a different voice, but it's the same song. It's hard to compete with the original songs, right? Those songs were so good, and even in Japanese, the old songs versions were really really good. I really enjoyed listening to the Japanese versions of the original Digimon music, which is, if you haven't heard it, you should definitely go back and do that because they are incredible. Okay, let me skip to the actual show. Okay, we're gonna get flagged down. All right, here we go.
The network. Now, the network is about to connect further into uncharted territory.
We have Koromon and the Digi-Egg of Argomon. This video is going to watch the first 3 episodes, by the way, because they form an arc.
Bottle? Check. Let's see. Oh yeah, my gloves.
So here's Ty's voice. Right off the bat, I do gotta say, I really like the original Ty's voice. Sorry, Ty's voice. It was really, really good. Joshua Seth was really iconic as Ty. His voice was great. This is a way different voice. So this is obviously not Joshua Seth. Let's give it a chance. All right, let's hear some more of it.
Huh? Hey, Mom. You already there? That was fast. Let's see what's going on in the world.
We're getting some reports the government has also been affected.
Yes?
Good morning. I'm your neighbor from upstairs.
Yeah.
So this is the. I am curious to know how they will treat the whole Japanese names and Japanese just culture in general. Because what Pokemon did back in the day, what Pokemon did back in the day was that they would take out references to things that were very Japanese in fear that American kids would get lost in translation or in the not knowing. Like for like a classic example is Brock in Pokemon calling the rice ball a donut, which they 4Kids TV just thought that they would not, that American kids would just not understand what the rice ball was, but that's not true. So let's see how. I'm curious to know how this reboot deals with Japanese culture. I think we are in a point in time in which it probably is a lot easier or better for the studios to deal with Japanese culture by including it, right? So let's see how that works out.
I've seen you around. At school, right?
My name is Koshiro Izumi.
My name's Taichi Kamiya.
Taichi Kamiya. I honestly always said Tai Kamiya. It's like Taichi is the Japanese name. Not even in the card. The card says Tai Kamiya. But Izzy, he's going by his Japanese name. So maybe he'll ask for a nickname. I don't know. We'll see.
Your neighbor
Let me
from
get it
upstairs.
again.
Yeah, I've seen you around. At school, right?
Hi, and it's nice to meet you as well. So, I have a question I wanted to ask about the next Kids Club camp. Taichi, I came to you because...
You can just call me Ty. Come on in,
Okay.
dude.
Just
no,
you can just
I
call
don't
me
wanna
Ty.
intrude.
You'd be doing me a favor. I was getting bored anyway.
Continuing our report on the major cyber attack.
So Izzy's probably gonna also say you can just call me Izzy. Easier. I believe. We'll see. We'll
Hey,
find out.
would you mind if I looked at that news report?
You're incredible, Koshiro.
You can call me Izzy. I can see from the pattern that the
You can call me Izzy. Okay. So they are taking their Japanese names and they're gonna use as their English names as a nickname. Which I'm good with that. I think that's a good idea. That's a good idea, right? So they are canonically in this reboot their original names, but you can call them by their nicknames, which are Izzy and Ty, which is cool. I like that. That's pretty good.
way this is spreading isn't normal. It's going to cause a lot of trouble.
All right. So, we have here Digimon that are affecting the real world. I can tell you that the Digimon won't come into the real world in this iteration. So let's find out how that happens. Let's see what happens here. So we have glimpses of Koromon fighting. Tai courageously jumps forward in an effort to save his family from what I assume is Digimon controlling, and he disappears.
Ty?
We have the Digicrest of Courage showing on his phone. And Ty's in the digital world. if you've seen the Digimon movie from back in the day, then hopefully I'm not spoiling anything, but these first few episodes are very much just that movie, the first part of that movie, our war game in the Japanese iteration. It's called Our War Game, and it's the first movie where Omnimon shows up. So we're gonna see a lot of that story in these first three episodes. So hopefully that's not spoiling anything for you. Hopefully you've seen those movies. Um, yeah, let's go on. So Ty's now in the digital world, and unlike the movie, Ty doesn't really know about Digimon yet, whereas in the movie, Ty and Agumon are already partners. They've been through everything. They already know how to digivolve, what they need, the requirements are. So there's going to be a different take with the bad guy being approached and dealt with in the same way. That's what's going to happen here in these first episodes. All right, we have Ty saving Koromon from falling. Koromon's going to digivolve, it looks like. Um, the Digivolution sequence is not the same as it was with the original.
Something's happening here.
I think it looks really cool.
Strange. It's an effect beyond our understanding.
And sometimes the Digimon will just digivolve in real time, so they don't cut away to the Digivolution and go through that and then come back as if nothing happened, right? So we're about to see that right now, but it does happen later on. You do have like those like that sidestep to digivolve and then come back to the real time. Here we have that was the sequence for Koromon digivolving into Agumon. Just saying.
Hi! I'm Agumon. I finally found you, Ty.
Agumon?
That's a different take on the voice, big time.
How do you know me? And what?
I gotta pause. That is very different from what I was expecting Agumon to sound like. I honestly did not expect it to be kind of raspy like it is. I'm used to having Agumon going like a tie, like that high pitch, happier sound. This is a little odd. I'm not sure how much they'll stick with this voice style for, or if it does not change. I don't know. Um, yeah, that's weird. Weird Agumon voice. I'm not sure if I'm digging that, but let me know what you think.
Don't worry, Ty. I got this. I'm gonna take these guys down.
That voice coming from such a small guy is odd.
Never break!
From your side?
I've got to tell you.
Izzy, can you hold on for a second?
Sure.
Ty's already way more involved in the fighting than original Ty.
Thank you, Ty.
Anytime.
All right, leave the rest to me.
Ty, I need to tell you something about where you are, and I don't want you to panic. Somehow you wound up inside the net.
Huh?
It's an unbelievable world where everything is made up of data that has a shape. Unfortunately, I think you're probably being targeted by some of that data.
Inside.
We are monsters that live inside the digital world. We're called Digimon.
Digimon?
Digital monsters? Um, hmm. I will say, from the voices that I've heard so far, Izzy and Ty are fine enough. Agumon's a little odd. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little odd. It's not what I'm used to, but maybe I just gotta keep giving it a chance. Maybe I'll grow into it, or maybe just because I'm so used to original Agumon's voice being so like kid-like, right? This is appears to be an Agumon that started smoking or something. I don't want to knock on the performance too much. Um, because the voice actor's doing what he can. It's just weird that they chose to give this voice to Agumon, right? I don't know if you agree with me or not. Let me know if you agree with me, or if I'm just being weird. I just think Agumon's voice is odd. Yeah.
I can't believe what's going on here, Ty. This device I'm holding is the same thing that you have, correct? Finished, I was able to confirm that one of the terminals in the transit grid had returned to normal operations. That's all the proof we need. It's obvious to me now. The ones behind the cyber attacks in Tokyo are these Digimon. No wonder the cause couldn't be identified. The infection's inside the network.
Okay.
I knew it. There are signs of Digimon having corrupted the pathways. If you can take back the area I'm pinpointing for you, the operators here should be able to regain control and stop the train. Good work. One more. Huh? Something weird's happening. It looks like all of the data near that last Digimon is gathering and focusing its energy on one place.
So here we have Agumon digivolving real time. No cutaway revolution this time. But that doesn't look like Rukia Argomon. That looks like Champion Argomon from what I just saw. I think it is Champion Argomon, if I remember correctly.
Agumon!
Champion
Be careful,
version
everybody.
Argomon.
From what I can tell, the structure of that last Digimon is
Yep.
changing
So
rapidly.
they showed just there
I
that
don't
it
know
skipped the
exactly what's
level and
happening
it's
here,
become
but you may want to keep your distance,
champion
Ty.
level Argomon. Now, in the movie, Caramon, who eventually becomes Diaboromon in the movie, does skip a level, but it doesn't skip from in training to champion. It skips from rookie level 3 over to ultimate, skipping the champion level. I already mentioned that this is kind of like our war game. Um, and it's so far it's definitely some echoes of that on there. You have the skipping level, you have this threat, but originally there was only one Caramon. Both Izzy and Tai with their Agumon and Tentomon did go in and fight it, but then Caramon digivolves into Infamon, kind of deals with both Digimon, and then runs away. They're not gonna do that here in episode 1. They're actually gonna, well, I guess we'll find out.
This is part of their structure. It's the Digimon's form of evolution.
So here we have Agumon digivolving for the first time, thanks to Tai.
Happening to Agumon too?
Oh, that's cool. They have a little original Agumon looking. I'm curious if his voice will change as he goes from Agumon into Greymon. I do like the Greymon voice a lot better. I'll say that. It's in with Greymon. And the animation's incredible. I gotta say, this quality is awesome. This reminds me of Dragon Ball. It's like a bit of Dragon Ball watching it as a kid. Those blasts fighting each other, one being stronger than the other. That's pretty awesome. I love that.
What?
Huh?
Ty, Another cyber attack. No, it's another Digimon attack, but it's not happening in Japan. This time, it's in the United States? It looks like they're targeting the American military's tactical data network. We have to stop them. Otherwise, the Digimon could easily take control of any of their weapons. If that happens, it could lead to all-out war. It would mean the end of the world.
And that's where the episode ends. Now, I did mention that this is gonna go through like an arc of sorts, a mini arc at the beginning. So that was episode 1. We'll catch up with episode 2 in the next video. Thank you so much.